Okay, right clicking the sound icon, open sound settings, master volume, advanced sound options, system, OSB labs, droid cam audio. What's just microphone? Oh no, huh? Troubleshoot. I mean, I'm wondering if I just go into a different sound setting. The most important thing you should pay attention to is the volume of your mic. This is the common issue. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. In OBS, you can add a boost. The downside is you will get noise slash static. Obviously, get the mic as close to you as you can. You can type in a higher amount on your OSB. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, so I can type in a higher amount onto OSB. Oh, interesting. I didn't know this. So what happens if I do it 200? Or let's see here. Let's see, it doesn't go. It doesn't do it like that. Sorry about this. I'm trying to figure out why my mic's so low. It's been really, really low. For some reason, when I stream bike riding, the mic on my phone works perfectly. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Huh. It's probably just because I have a bad this is just like a $10 mic. It's probably why. You can't even hear. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just because I have a bad this is just like a $10 mic. It's probably why. Oh well. I guess we'll just get started. Let's see here. Is this gonna focus in? Here's some characters I did earlier or last stream. Another one. Start off with some warm ups, I guess, huh? What's this page? Let's see here. How is this gonna go down? I'm kind of wondering, like, can I get this pretty good? I think that's gonna be probably the best I can get it. So I'll do some warm ups. Trying to have the mic as close as possible as well. This has basically been the warm up for my drawing I've done for a very long time. Can't remember, but there is an artist that he was on conceptart.org, or I can't remember, but or maybe it was Muddy Colors, but maybe it's something for maybe James Gurney that they would like warm up like this. Just trying to get accuracy down. Just practicing just the lines, just even just like just scribbling, it's good. Just getting the curves, just warming up, warming my hand up. Do some squares in the back. Let's see here. Just thinking about maybe. I gotta charge this phone up. I gotta charge my phone up. Let's see here. Hmm. Interesting. I wonder. I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe I should do like a little commission thing for my buddy. I might do that. Let's see here. Might do that. I might probably, but maybe. Oops. I need a. Where's my charging cable? Let's just warm up. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna stream some WoW today. I might, maybe. I may. Get some low key music in the background. Okay, I have my mic like almost touching my lips, so hopefully that it did something for it. I think it should, maybe. I'm gonna pump that down to 10%. Sorry, I'm like getting. I wish there was just like something where I could just press a button and it just goes boop and just has all the settings that you need to you know get things going for the sound anyway. Let's go with. I might go with this. Okay, okay. Let's see how loud this is. Let me do some warm ups. More warm ups. One, two, three, four, five. 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 Doing some squares. Updating the 3D program in our mind. Let's see how loud this is. I just want it just barely in the background. Okay, you can hardly hear it. Squares. They pumped. We'll pump this up to 30% then. Pretty good. Surprisingly, I think maybe I just didn't have the mic close. Maybe that's what was wrong. I just didn't have the mic close enough to to the. I should really invest in getting a better mic system. It's kind of hard to hear me sometimes. That's what I've been told anyway. But for some reason, when I'm streaming the bike riding, like that stuff like picks up the sound so crazy. Like I could be across the room, and the sound gets picked up. So I don't understand like why it wouldn't work, huh? Hmm. Yeah, for the past maybe honestly, for the past 5 years now, I've been really about just drawing on paper. Um, I did so much digital art earlier in the so many years. Honestly, I've probably done more digital art than I have just traditional art. The only problem is that once the years have passed, it kind of I don't know. It's like it's a little weird that everything's just a file. Like literally hours, years of your life has been put into work, and it's just a little file. And then when I would go back and I go back to my old sketchbooks and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, dude, like I literally remember that day. I remember exactly, like you get to feel the paper. It's just there's something about it, man. I really enjoy, honest. But the thing is that digital, there's so many good tools, man. It makes it faster, so many things so much faster. So it's like I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. But yeah, I guess the other thing is sometimes I think, if humanity were to end or whatever, at least I could still draw. But maybe I'll set up like a digital thing, but I don't think I am. Oh, I totally messed that one up. Oops. And now, if you like really want to get into this practice or whatever, you could even go in. Actually, maybe that's what I should do right now. I actually haven't done this practice in quite a bit, but we can actually go in and maybe practice some portraits or something using the squares that were just placed. Sorry, I can't even talk right now. Yeah, it's good. I think it's just getting. Who told me that? It was some dude about simple shapes. If you could just simplify everything, it makes things way easier. But maybe we'll just leave it for the character design, I guess. But yeah, there is like things where you like go in and you can take a pencil and it is good practice. Let's see how much I really remembered. Honestly, I've probably forgotten a lot of this stuff, honestly. But you can actually go in and we'll just like freeform some faces up in here just as practice. So I'm very, very oh man, I'm super rusty. Like I don't even really remember too much of the forms. There's major landmarks. I know that. I do somewhat remember that. There are major landmarks if you for like anatomy and stuff. It kind of sucks. I honestly, man, I haven't drawn in like 6 months. It's actually bad that I've lost like the knowledge of like I used to remember like the bones and like this muscle connects to that one and this one like now it's just like I just remember okay that shape looks like a triangle or that one is like on the side because there's the pivot right over on the side of the skull or whatever something like that. I don't know. And I also even got this one wrong too. Oh well. But yeah, you could just sometimes how I see it is just dividing things. It's like the basic. What is it? It's like the basic figure drawing books. You find you go to Barnes and Noble or whatever. You just pick up a basic figure drawing book. It'll probably tell you the same stuff, honestly. But yeah, just thinking about things in shapes, simple shapes, does help. I've really been trying. Actually, I guess for the past uh, honestly, I guess since I've started drawing, I was always into Frazetta. Like I was always like, and then like knowing that Frazetta would construct his figures with his mind without using much reference at all. That's honestly what was my biggest inspiration for getting into figure drawing is Frazetta, um, and just I basically that's basically who's been my role model for most of my figure drawing. Why I've even learned a lot of the stuff, but I learned a lot from just studying a lot of you know Frazetta drawings. See, like I've totally forgotten. Oh yeah, I remember that there's like a. Yeah, so we're trying to draw the portrait like up, facing that way. So I want to see. I feel like I'm just like talking to myself. I don't know. Oh well. I'm just gonna, I guess what this would be like. Director's commentary. Actually, I might be having to head out here. I think my buddy wants to chill. My buddy may want to chill. So maybe we'll just try and see. Okay, let's just keep going. Keep going, eh? Oh, this one's pretty tricky. I just remember like since we're viewing this up, I've always just remembered that there is a little square right there, so I don't know, something like that. So you're looking at the square like that. I know there's those forms. I do remember, like, I don't know, not for all faces, but I do somewhat remember someone saying, like, the end of the lips generally is, like, where the center of the pupil is. But obviously, there are many variables, so that, there's many different types of variables for everything. But as a rule of thumb, that would be a landmark to remember. So you'd think, okay, the middle of the eyeball, boom, end of the lip, and then just as like this square, since we're looking at this square up, since like if we're looking at it like that, that the chin is also somewhat of a little square. And then you can build from that and then build that up like this. And then build that down. And then the cheekbones come in. Right there. I'm kind of just guessing. And I know, okay, now I kind of somewhat remember. I know there's like a zygomatic arch. Trying to think of it kind of like a 3D modeler, I guess, Like if you're just like a 3D modeler. But what we're 3D modeling with a pencil. It's basically kind of what we're doing. Something like that. And then you just do it. You just do it side to side, and then you basically can do it. It's a very actually. This is actually a really good warm up to do. You can go in. Let's see here. I'm gonna say want to chill at 10. Give me some time to draw some. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna stream until 10. For this anyway. I kind of wanted to maybe think about drawing a character. Let's see here. We could keep doing that warm up, but I don't know. Okay, let's see here. What are we gonna get up in here, man? I'm not too sure actually. What kind of character we looking to draw, man? I don't. I'm kind of debating. Like, should I draw a character for my buddy? It is his birthday tomorrow, so I'm thinking maybe. I don't know though. I'm not too sure. Like would I do a character? Sure. Be right back. Do 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 do. His face turned out pretty funny. There's some that just like hit, man. You know, like a little goblin or something. Goblin dude. Like, should I just keep doing it, or should I do a character? I mean, I don't know. This is good practice, though. This is definitely like very, very good practice to do. Let's maybe get into a character, huh? Let's see. I don't know what to draw. What kind of character should I do? I basically, if it's just to my own accord and I just go in without planning anything, I generally draw paladins, druids, or like angels. You know, like that's. It used to be me just drawing demons. I just draw demons after demons after demons. That's what it was. But it was also like I didn't really know too much about anatomy or anything, so like that's kind of that's what would kind of go down. Just a bunch of demons. A bunch of demons. Ugh. Huh. Dude, that. Oh, that's. Screw me. I'll just draw another night, huh? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know, dude. All right, so that was the warm up. Whatever. Yeah. Whatevers. Okay, let's see. Draw just start off with just a good paladin, yeah. Just a good rough paladin up in here. Start off with the line of action. I always like to draw a little sketch right on the side. We're not even gonna. No, I think I messed it up. Yep. Can I recover? Can I recover from placing the head wrong? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 7.5. One, two, three, four, five, 5.5. End of the kneecap. That's pushed into perspective. That's going to go up to maybe 5.25, not at a half. Because we're pushing this into a little bit of perspective. 3 force view perspective. The shin bone starts there. It's always the shin bones I remember are somewhat kind of curved. So we'll place that. Place the foot as a base. Because we need this as some. We need this as a pillar or whatever. I don't know. as a structure, as a structured form, something like that. I think I kind of messed that up actually. Torso. 2 is at the end of the breast. Go in there. We will start with the deltoid. So this dude's gonna have some massive deltoids from Paladin. We need shoulder pads. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I almost. Oh yeah, so like the end of the hand. I can't honestly remember, but I think it's 4, like 4 and like 1/3 or something. So I think that is going to be. I mean, I'm wondering kind of what kind of shield. Something like that. Is that even like focusing? It doesn't even like focus. It's so like not focused. Let's see how the sound is. I keep like checking on the sound. It sucks that like I have to like I keep doing it. All right, let's just tackle this, huh? See what forms arise from this dude. Trying to get this centered on the screen. The line of action. Damn it. Darn it, I've messed that up definitely. Oh man, yep, yeah, we're gonna have to cut that down. Oh, why did I add that second circle, man? Darn it. That first one was it. I guess we could do it like this, I guess, maybe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Oh man, it's gonna be like cutting you close, man. I don't like doing that with characters. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. Trying to roughly follow our little thumbnail. Pretty generic pose. I've done this pose thousands and thousands of times, honestly. Let's go and roughly follow our thumbnail. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know 5.5 is roughly where the end of the kneecap, is generally at. So from that landmark that we were talking about earlier, we can go in and just kind of. I forgot who said it, but it was like something along the lines of you want to think of like figures as like buildings, like you're building a structure, and you want this structure to be sitting on like if you want you need to put weight on top of this building you're making. So in order to put the weight on top of the building, you need to have a firm structure. And we need so generally that's what I end up doing. A lot of people, what they do is they start with the face. I'll flesh the face out, and then like continue. Like I kind of do it a little bit differently. I kind of go like I do the gesture, and then I kind of work on the legs, and then I'll build, and then I go down, and then I kind of go back up. That's just me though. Oops, that's totally wrong. I think we're going to push that. I really like just doing like sweeping lines. Like it's fun, just really just feeling the pencil. I don't know. That's what I like to do. I like just like feeling it's the lines and stuff can get pretty fun. See, I've already messed this up. I can already tell. I placed this wrong. I'm actually gonna have to cut this down. And the thing is that these pencils, I'm using a Crayola. Not gonna focus on yeah. I should this this does look like a non-photo blue pencil. I would be using a non-photo blue pencil, but I'm not even lying. Every time I go to Michael's, man, they're always sold out. So I've had to do the second best thing, and honestly, the Crayolas feel basically the same. They're a little less waxy, but they're still waxy enough to where it feels like a non-photo blue pencil. But yeah, those ones are that's the ideal. If you were gonna use that, I'd definitely use a non-photo blue pencil. I know like the deltoid. So I know there's three parts to the deltoid. There's like what the front deltoid. You have this would be the outer deltoid, and then you have like a deltoid in the back. I mean, you could even put that one in there like a little bit. So I know there's like the deltoid, and it goes into the bicep. But honestly, like sometimes I shouldn't have even done that because I could have placed that wrong. And so I'm just try and draw through the forms a little bit as much as I can, getting in the way. Okay, so trying to like draw the background of that. Okay, so maybe. Okay, so the structure seems actually kind of cool. I mean, seems kind of cool. I don't know. Yeah, might work out maybe. From the thumbnail, it seems like we've hit the general landmarks. Yeah, we've hit general landmarks. Um, and then going back to the beginning of the square, now we could place a square up in there. some reason I am not digging this movie. And how many? Okay, we have 1 hour. I'm gonna try. This is gonna be somewhat kind of like maybe my friend's commission. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of messing around. Trying to find music that is not on copyright. Not on copyrights. Okay. Okay, dokie. Let's go. Let's rumble. Oops. Did I cut that in half right? Okay, so you gotta think that that's where the eyes are. I don't even think we're gonna do. Should I might kind of just want to like just go in with the pencil. I think I actually might go in with a different color here. Purple maybe? Maybe we'll do the purple? Actually, I might even let's see here. Cut this. It. Um, I learned to draw this way because I didn't have a drafting table. And the thing is that the reason why people have drafting tables is because if you're working for very long hours, it's honestly very bad for the back if you're working like this. But here's the thing: is I loved working like that. I worked like this. I drew like normally like this for so long. I would still do it honestly because it's so sturdy. It's so just nice and solid. Like. But what ended up happening, I actually started getting some people were telling me that you get back problems and stuff like that. So started just learning how to draw, just holding it. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I will maybe try to on the helmet. We might. I don't know. I don't even want to like. Oh man, I kind of made it too big. Get this in
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Like nothing I found, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but some days I feel far more worthless. Baby, you make me feel nervous. If I still have you, I have purpose. It's all worth it.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess
I kind of don't like this shield. I think I might go with like a round shield. I think a round shield would be better. We're gonna go with the round shield. Oh, see, this is the problem with the Crayola pencils. Sometimes you just gotta can't really erase it. I guess you can erase it, but I kind of want to like maybe like go with a shield that's like with this curve right here, if we can, you know. Like so, think about this curve and be thinking about like the size of that one, and that's not gonna work because oh my goodness, I totally messed that up. We have messed this up so much. Oops, oopsies. Oh man, this character ain't. I thought this character was kind of turned out pretty cool, but oh, I'm digging it as much. I don't even have a shoe, honestly. I've already erased too much. I'm probably gonna have to do another layer. Ugh, I don't even like that anymore. I'm probably gonna just totally change that. I don't like wearing it. I ain't doing this anymore. I'm not going with the thumbnail anymore. We're kind of going off now in a different. Going in a different direction now. This is something I probably don't advise. Like, probably don't want to go off of the thumbnail too much. But this is not working out. I keep messing this up heavily. Hmm. Oh, cool. This looks kind of lame now. I guess what I could do is maybe somehow save this. Let's just use that as maybe a as the drapery. Oh, it's going down. Maybe I think like what could be in here. Thinking like maybe a pair of scales or something. What do scales look like? Oh man, I actually don't even know. Maybe some of this, some sort of sensor thing. That looks pretty lame. It looks very just chaotic. Yeah, we're gonna go probably have to do another layer on this one. It's a little too chaotic now. Done too many layers. It's okay, we'll just draw it horizontally. I needed to do this anyway. I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm actually seeing something else now. Dude! Okay, okay, I know what I'm doing. Holy moly, bro. I was actually not liking this character, but I just kind of figured out a new little item he's gonna have. He's gonna have like a demon hunter thing or something. Might be able to just go in with the pencil and go over it again, maybe. Hmm. This work's definitely gonna be very complicated right there. I kind of want to do like the judgment armor thing where there is the book right there, but maybe not. Maybe what he could have is maybe like an energy shield or something. So maybe like a doing this lately. That's yeah. Okay, now this character. I'm starting to see some new things. What is this song? We need a different song. Let's go with. Hmm. I guess I could just add that to this one now and then go over it. This is the other thing. Is like, do you want to go over it like this, or we might just see. Get this thing. Let's just draw this in. This line. This probably isn't even on screen. Oopsies. Dude, I'm actually kind of digging this character. He has like some sort of like energy. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the energy shield. Actually, maybe I shouldn't even put that thing right there. Maybe I will. Yeah, that'll just kind of cement it in place, and it'll. Lately, I've been doing like this, and then there's like a little dart or something, like boop. You could have hit him, but it didn't. He survived. Dude, this character's really up. Dude, like, it's so that's what's kind of cool about like when you draw like stuff like this is like it starts upgrading. You know, like it started off with this level 1, then level 2, level 3, level 4. Gotta honor the Lord. Putting the cross in. Lately, I've been trying to put a cross in every drawing. Is it trying to honor the Lord in some degree, huh? So he has an energy shield, got a halo. Um, Actually, I think this halo's a little too big on that one side. I'm gonna cut it down on that right there. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put like Bloodgulch. Screw it down. This might be just be a birthday present or whatever. Yep. Where's Okay, here we go. We need red. This is what this dude's name is. This character right here is his name is Bloodgulch. It's Oh my goodness, I've forgotten how to spell. How do you spell blood? Is it Blood? Blood? Okay, yeah. Oh my goodness, I haven't spelled in so. Oh man, now I should have drawn it in red. Fudge. I guess I could just do another layer. Maybe I shouldn't have named it that. We might have to do another layer. We have 30 more minutes. Oh, I don't know if I have enough time to finish it out, and I think right here 30 minutes. Maybe. Oh man, let's see here. Fudge, I don't think I have enough time to finish this. I mean, I don't even want to do another layer just because I don't have enough time. I'll just go over some. Maybe we could always. That's, I guess, a good thing is you could mess up, boom, put another layer on. But I kind of like just like the sketchiness of it. Could just start inking it too, maybe. Just experiment. You know what? I guess maybe I could just do a final pencil layer. Have that red show through, huh? Maybe. Let's just keep doing the pencil, I guess. I don't think I have enough time for another layer. That's generally what I would do, is I would just keep doing more layers and layers and layers and layers, but sometimes you just gotta keep going. So, especially if you're trying to do it on a time limit. This thing, I don't even know what this thing is. Like this hand, I've totally messed up. That's good enough. Is this what a scale looks like? I have no idea. We're winging it. We don't have that much time, so I'm winging it. I have 30 more minutes, so I'm trying to get this done. Oh, we're gonna put another cross. There's gonna be like a big cross, and then there's gonna be like for the vents for the mouth. Oh, that maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna put the shield in. I've totally like messed up so much of this stuff right up in here, but it's okay. To go with it. Sometimes it's like I like putting just like a really really fast deadline on things, you know, to where it's like you can only get this done in say a certain amount of time. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put a. I'm gonna put a. I've been putting these like fanny pack things on a lot of people. I'm gonna do it in. Oh no, no, we'll do it in purple. They're like leaf fanny packs. Oh, I totally messed that up. I just totally like put too much detail right there. I should have just left it barren. Oh, that sound of breaking lead is scratching freaking a chalkboard to me. Put a little notch in there. Actually, I kind of don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna put that little vent thing right there. It's like too much detail. Dude, this energy weapon though is gnarly. I'm gonna draw this in red. almost time. I just want to flesh out this. Since it's in the foreground. Oops. I honestly like. I wish kind of I had some more room, but just go with it. Oh, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like this into the cross. We gotta be bold as lions, as they say, huh? So we're making this cross bold. It's a bold one. Yes, that actually looks pretty cool, man. So I'm gonna have this into here, and then it's gonna go like up in here, and then maybe I should like put some red, like just to kind of like bring it back down for the composition. Oh, dude! I found out what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be dripping blood on this thing. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Like I was thinking like there'd be like goes in here, because this is my buddy's name. This is his gamer tag, Bloodgulch. So it's like this is his weapon because my buddy's like super into meleeing. This is his weapon. It goes up in here for the shield of faith, and it goes in, and he's like doing like some sort of like I don't know what this would be, but it's dripping blood. Like energizing this thing. Let's push this up into the foreground. Actually, we'll just do like this right here just to kind of show that it's like pushing up, you know? So we're gonna just like blacken this out and then go down. See, some of this stuff is just so fun because you don't plan it out. It's just like, alright, this is what we're gonna do. Like, I'm just going with it. This is kind of why I like doing the traditional stuff so much, because there's so many mess ups that I couldn't have gotten, and that's kind of why I like using the Crayola pencils, because like you can't erase it all the way, so it's like you kind of have to just go with it, you know. It kind of brings in another little thing to it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of form on some of these items, just because it's like this is kind of more in the foreground, so I kind of want it to like pump up a bit. So I'm just adding. Oh no, I have 10 more minutes. I kind of want to like add. We'll just do a little bit of like form right up in here, just to show that that's kind of like supposed to be like that. Now we're just adding a little bit of form on things, as like, you know, kind of like a 3D modeler or whatever. Supposedly there's supposed to be like drapery right here, which I messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a couple form lines up in here. This is actually supposed to be a cape, which is actually kind of funny because this actually was supposed to be shield, but instead I'm going to put in some form lines, because instead of a shield this actually turned into a cape. So we're putting some form lines up in here just to kind of, if there was a 3D modeler, you know, like, you know, give them some information. Okay, man, that's a cape back there. And this is kind of like more in the foreground, so I'm going to push this. This is actually in the foreground. I'm going to thicken some of these lines up. Sometimes I'd like to do that. I like to sometimes like thicken some of my lines that are like more in the front. I don't know what that's called, but it's called something. Form? Is that form? I don't understand. I don't remember, but oh yeah, we gotta like make this little. I don't know. It's okay. It's fine. Put some form lines up in here. And oh, I forgot I drew on the back too. This is a mixture of like. Supposedly there's supposed to be like scale mail or something right here. And since this is more in the foreground, I should probably flesh some of this stuff out. Maybe not. Probably flesh some of this right here. That's supposed to be on. This is supposed to be a fanny pack that's a leaf, but Maybe we'll do like one spike on top of his head. One little spike, just cause it's kind of like it's like opposite. It's like actually now I kind of want to put some. Not too many. Probably put some Bible verses on the back. Okay, I gotta go. Anyway, that was the illustration. It's like, oh, this is kind of for my friend. I was like, oh, I don't know if like I should draw it. So this actually was supposed to be a warm up, but now it's actually turned into my friend's birthday present. So yeah, his gamer tag was Bloodgulch. Bloodgulch. He's really into doing melee attacks and stuff. So like I tried to incorporate that. It's kind of weird. It like started off with just it actually just started off with a mace, and I was like, you know what? All right, let's bring this back down. And it's so weird how certain lines that you draw, it just correlates into other things. Like I drew this line right here for the mace axe, and then I flipped it over to see it horizontal, and then I was like, you know what? Oh, with the same shape right there, you can make that into like a sword. Like so, this is like an energy pulse sword or something, and you could like if I don't know if whatever this is some sort of scale. I don't know, some sort of blood scale or something. Goes up, and then I did this right here. I've been doing this a lot lately for my illustrations. As I do shield, I try and incorporate a lot of crosses in my illustrations now. But there's in Ephesians, it's like what Ephesians 9 or something. It talks about the armor of God, and the armor of God is like one of the aspects of the armor of God is the shield of faith, and the shield of faith is what I think in the scriptures. I could be wrong. It's like something about like it blocks the flaming darts of the enemy. So supposedly the devil comes in and fires darts or arrows or whatever. I think in the King James translation it says darts because it kind of makes sense, because if you imagine it like a paladin or whatever, a dart would actually probably pierce this armor right here. Boom. Like these weak points right here, or like right up in here, the weak points in the armor. That's why, like in medieval days, like people would just carry around like honestly one of the most dangerous weapons would be the freaking, I forgot, it's a poignard or something, a gnarly dagger. This dagger was meant to go into the crevices of the armor that they couldn't, it was to find the openings, and they basically, a lot of them would just like gouge out people's eyes. It was pretty gnarly, but that's until they got, and that's why the mace is very very strong weapon, because the mace is like, this is kind of like everything. This is the mace. This is an axe. This is a sword. I don't know what this is. This is a demon hunting weapon, I guess. And it's kind of weird. Yeah. So there's kind of interesting little character. Kind of like this. This is pretty interesting right here, right up in here. I like the scale. I've actually never drawn that before. I've drawn this pose many of times. That's the thing. I've drawn this pose thousands and thousands of times. Never drawn a scale. I've actually never drawn this weapon either. Um, I've drawn that before, drawn the helm. See, a lot of these things I've already drawn many times already. It's just combining them and then combining them in like a hybrid fashion. Anyway, I gotta go. It's 10 o'clock. Farewell, everybody. Keep trying your best. Um, just keep having fun, I guess. Keep trying to motivate each other. But yeah, I gotta head out. It's gonna go actually head out to my buddy's house and maybe probably give this to him tomorrow. Maybe. Hopefully he's not watching the stream. Hopefully he ain't watching, John. Anyway, farewell, everybody.